must be the place. Always look both ways before crossing the street. Skateboarding is not a crime. I wonder if they're gonna let me in here with this weapon on my wrist. I think I know her. There it is. That's me.
Was it me, was it?
Welcome everyone, thank you for coming. For the last 8 years I've been providing 1-hour programs to 12 public access cable companies in and around the Twin Cities area. They all have to do with a middle-aged guy, me, performing gymnastics in his backyard and in his home. And it started out kind of small in 2002, but I've gained quite an audience over the years, and I hope you like this program. It's kind of comical. There's gymnastics-like performances in there, and there's also some dancing and a little bit of humor too. Hope you like it. Thank you. I'd be interested in knowing your honest comments about this program.
Your son edited for you?
Yes.
How much input do you have in the music selection? I really like the music that was used.
This particular one, I did all the music selection myself. He does all the editing, though I'm merely the performer, and then he'll cut and splice and take care of everything else. So he's actually the artist. I'm merely a performer in this.
So was this your idea in 2002 or whenever you started being on cable access, or was that your son's idea?
That was my son. I started out just doing this on my own, and 2 years later I bought a video camera only for the express purpose of critiquing my own performance. And my son came over one day when I was watching on my television, and he said, you know, you're middle-aged, Dad. I could put together a program, we could issue it to public access. So he originated the idea. And that was in 2002, and every year he's produced another one, and this was my most current. Thank you, thank you. It's what I do, I guess.
Younger people can still, appreciate it, and they can still be inspired by it. And I don't think it's popular just because it's funny. I think there's some funny parts to it, but it's also inspirational that you're trying something new and that you're striving to better yourself and improve and get this out there and inspire other people. So
actually, I think the under 30 crowd can kind of they're closer to when they could have done that. You're just thinking back a few years. Yeah, I could do that 10 years ago. Whereas maybe your age, people are like, oh, I will never be able to do that again.
Oh, I get that. Yeah. So it's inspirational that despite where their life is at right now, in the future, they can go back to it.
I'd also like to say that I think with anything that seems new or slightly different or out of what somebody else's comfort zone is, the reaction is usually either like they're entertained, it's humorous, or they're frightened of it. You don't present any sort of dangerous nature, so the other chance, like the other end of that is that they find entertainment in that and humor in that, and that's what's enjoyable to the crowd, is that you're not afraid to go out and do this and record these events and show your failures and your successes and track that. And I think that's the charming aspect of it, and allow you to get that younger crowd. I mean, at least that's part of the interest to me. You know, it's individualistic. You know, it's you know, your idea, even though it wasn't, you haven't reached that target audience you intended to. You reached an audience that looks for that type of thing.
I'm hoping that, I don't know, I think a lot of people have a mindset that when they get older, they lose a lot of their abilities. And there too, I was trying to send a message that that's not necessarily the case. You can work towards anything, improve your health. And that I don't play within the rules. I don't use standard equipment, and I make my own scoring system. And I think anyone who wasn't in the varsity in high school and wasn't the best in the elite feel, well, if I can't be that, I'm not good enough, and that's that. Now, you can take any sport or any activity that you're interested in and that you like, change the rules, change the equipment, make it accommodate your abilities, and then have fun with it. And that's a message that I deliberately did try to send to young people, all people.
I would think the internet would help you do that. Have you found over the last few years with video becoming a medium that more people tap into, that you've had more viewers or more popularity?
Fortunately, I live in the time where with the internet, my son set up a website, and yeah, that communication tool is immense. Well, it's worldwide. And I've had, I think I mentioned, over 8,500 profile views so far. There's 3 of those YouTube little video things in there so they can actually view the performances. So yeah, that's, I've gotten recently an article written up that made front page of the Rake magazine. Are you familiar with that one? And that stayed in print, well, for 10 days. The article was there. And so I got publicity out of that. I think we acquired 300 more profile views in 10 days because of that article. So yeah, the internet is getting publicity for this. 2 years ago, City Pages said Best of the Twin Cities, Mikenastics was the best public access show. So they caught wind of it. Yeah, the internet's really helped with a lot with this. Great. I feel like a minor celebrity sometimes. Cut. Mikenastics has left the building. Oh God.
You got it to go all the way in?
Okay.
Yeah, do another one.
Alright.
Super.
Let's get closer. Way closer.
Too jealous.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
Very
the
nice to
pleasure's
meet
mine.
you.
The pleasure's mine.
All right.
Pleasure. And thank you
Good to
for
meet you.
coming.
Take care.
So long. He did recognize me.